this, they would basically become living beings, living inside a
I thought
skeleton.
what you were going to tell me is because they were created of positive energy, then all their happiness leaks out by osmosis.
Yeah, no.
High concentration to low concentration. That's why undead are always so happy. Because they're made of negative stuff, so they absorb happiness off of people. Didn't you wonder why the skeleton was always grinning?
So yeah, the Obitu basically are free-willed and intelligent spook boys.
Spook boys.
And it's hilarious because then they realize, oh shit, someone died so I could live. This is really depressing.
No, you don't get to growl at me and then lick my nose. That's not how this works.
I remember, so my Obitu had never really met with people, and he was basically. Have you guys ever played Divinity Original Sins 2?
Yeah.
I heard good things about it.
Well, it's good. There's this one character, Fan. He was basically playing Fan, even though Fan wasn't a full-on character at the point yet. Where basically he had no idea how human mannerisms work or how the humanoid mannerisms work. So he had a book with him where he constantly wrote down things that happened to go back to and learn things.
That actually reminds me of a thing I recently saw. Let's see, can I find it?
Yeah. And at one point during a visit with a Drider queen, they were apparently guests, and people were being offered up drinks, you know, coffee, tea, water, spiders. The list goes on.
Spiders?
See, what you just remind me of, Saf, is you just remind me of the following story.
But it was too late. I already poured him a brimming cup full of spiders.
But here's the thing: my character thought this is normal and just poured the spiders onto his face.
So, these remind me of the following story. Hello, I am scientist in Octopus Science Laboratory. Here are some octopus facts. 1. Octopus can squeeze through 1-inch hole. 2. Octopus can change color and shape for the skies like Predator or Rock or Scientist in Octopus Science Laboratory. 3. Science Octopus is missing. No one knows where it is. Haha! Now is your turn for tell me some human facts. How many arms does human leader have? I love this website. Alternatively, there's no I in team, but there's a lab and rat in laboratory. So how's about you crawl into that transporter like a good little intern?
Hooray.
For anybody curious, this is the shorteststory.com. There's some stuff in here.
So close. I need to make a roll on the trinkets table.
Ooh, you can get some fun stuff or some just strange things.
65. What did I get? It's on like 150, right?
So, may or may not be relevant. I discovered an ocean trench where the jellyfish swim in patterns that trace ancient glyphs of power. They taught me spells that can call thunder down from the skies or awaken the old and massive creatures sleeping in the deep. So yeah, my double major in marine biology and occult studies was totally practical. I love this website. He gets creepy sometimes, though.
That's good. Makes things interesting. Gives it a change in texture.
Well, when I say creepy, so let's see, where is it? There's a very specific one. There we are. When the fog came to our town, we heeded the warnings and gathered every day to count our numbers. How proud we were after a week with no one taken. How proud after a month with all of us accounted for. It was only when the fog cleared that we looked out at our proud town and saw too many empty homes. It was only then that we began to realize the fog had not spared us. We had simply forgotten the ones it took.
Oh,
Can I
that's
re-roll
sad.
my trinket? Because that's really, really dumb.
What'd you get?
Sure.
A nightcap that, when worn, gives you pleasant dreams.
I mean, the life of a sailor is hard. You gotta take any comfort you can, man.
No.
Oh, hey, this is totally relevant. Does it count as cannibalism if you're hallucinating the other person as food? Wait, why
Yeah.
am I asking you? What would a giant turkey
yeah.
leg know about morality?
A mechanical cannery instead of gnomish lamp? Fuck yeah.
Well, life is gonna be hard for my barbarian. I have an AC of 9.
Oh, this is gonna
no,
be
you
so
shouldn't.
much fun.
Oh yeah, I forgot you have all the.
Yeah, unarmed
Negatives.
defense, bro, and it doesn't give you armor. Which, hey, I'm down. I've got a weapon with reach. I'll be fine.
Okay,
I seriously think you should re-roll those stats.
I'm good.
I think my dog may be trying to purr.
Uh,
The reason why I say that is she's lying against me comfortably, being pet on her belly and her chest, and she's doing these soft little growls. Her tail is wagging. So I think
Rose-
she's learning to purr from my cat.
I think Rose is a very strange little dog.
She is absolutely a very strange little dog. People are far too quick to join a witch hunt. You turn one neighborhood kid into a shrieking pumpkin, and it's like all they can talk about.
You build 1,000 bridges, no one calls you a bridge builder.
You fuck
You fuck one monkey.
What calls you a monkey fucker?
I would still like to. I would like to think that came from Transmetropolitan, but it's too old of a joke.
That joke there is fucking ancient.
It is absolutely ancient.
That joke is previous centuries ancient.
Oh yeah, it's been around forever.
You know,
Maybe-
I'm gonna see
maybe
what
not
else I
the-
can get.
I know. I bet that joke is from the 1800s.
Oh yeah,
Quite possibly.
I really wouldn't doubt
There's
that.
a lot of monkey fucking going on there.
There
Well,
really
I
was.
think the joke originally was either goat fucking or sheep fucking or something like that.
It was something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard. You fuck one sheep or you suck one dick. Yeah, I've heard that.
Oh, can I keep this one? An invitation to a party where a murder happened.
Sure.
I like that.
How many
one better.
trinkets do you have?
No, I don't.
honestly
I only
curious.
have one. I'm just rolling off of them, and I'm trying to figure out which one I want.
All right.
It's because I want to have something interesting.
I make no
Well-
promises that I will ever use it.
That's fine.
Well, Seth, it looks like it's up to you to use it.
By the way, here's this invitation I had. Did anybody else go to this party? No? Okay, then let's move on.
Oh,
no.
I guess that makes
I'm-
sense. I was the only one that survived. No,
I went to
Well,
that
yeah, it was
party
a
in the
party
Elder
for-
Scrolls Oblivion. It was
here's the thing.
fantastic.
It was a party.
fantastic.
It was a party for two. Only one of us came out. So how you guys doing?
No, see,
Uh,
what should be is, so I have this invitation. There was a murder at this particular party. It was a party in my pants.
It's like you said
There's a
murder?
story
Oh,
there.
yeah.
There's a story there.
Oh shit! Do they have stats for the hunting trap?
And 10 gold.
Huh.
All right.
So is everybody ready for stupid to happen?
I believe I am.
The Russian
Yeah, me
smuggler
too.
Pastor Vodka is ready.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't really have tokens, so we're just gonna wing this. Okay, so look. There's only one way this story can start.
God, it's in a tavern, right?
It is absolutely in a tavern.
Oh boy! All right.
And what's the big M?
The door. That's why there's a thing that says door there. You can't draw curves very well in this. I was trying to do like a blueprint style. You know, to show the doors swing inwards.
Oh, I see. I'm interested.
Yeah, you kind of see. Okay, so there you go. So that's a door, and those window boxes are for windows. Okay, wonderful. There we go. So y'all are in a tavern. It's an interesting tavern. Made all the more interesting by the fact that none of y'all can remember how you got here.
A tale as old as time.
Absolutely, and a
Guess
song
I've
as
had
old
too
as
much to
rhyme.
drink last
Anyways, what's also, hey, there's things. Cool. There's, now we know where someone is. So, yeah, interesting tavern. Mostly wood built, very flammable. Or inflammable, because funnily enough, they mean the same thing. So,
Sorry.
got a wooden tavern. Got a couple tables. You can kind of see them, not going to describe them because they're there and they're made of wood. There's people sitting at these tables. They're also kind of nondescript. They're like, there's a person. It's a dude over there. You know he's a dude, and that's about all you got. There's a barkeep, and naturally, because he's a barkeep, and he's doing the only thing a barkeep ever does, he's mean-mugging all of you and washing a glass that probably hasn't been cleaned since he was a little kid. There may or may not be a rag in his hand washing that glass. It's kind of hard to tell because you can't see through the glass. There's probably supposed to be a fireplace in the corner. There's no fire in it because, once again, the place is made of wood. There's also a rug in the middle of the floor, which it's probably the only thing worth noting in the entire place, mostly because who the hell puts a rug in the middle of the floor of a tavern? So, hey, you guys are in a tavern.
Fantastic. We have no memory of how we got here.
Nope. Because that would be interesting. It would give you plot threads to go off of. We don't do that here. It's if I gave you guys like backgrounds and memories that you were allowed to play with, that would actually give you something to work off of, and it would make for interesting stories. We don't do that either.
Well, so I've been trying to get a basic picture so you can tell who's who, but I know it's not working out too well.
That would require me to put forth effort and like.
Oh no, not you. I'm doing it
pictures.
for myself. Well,
Yep, that guy looks douchey enough.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
All right, Bink.
That's
Wait.
Dracula.
If only that is actually passed off.
That is absolutely Dracula. Like let's
What?
not even pretend that's not Dracula.
Need to refresh my page. There we go.
Yup. Count Dracula.
That's absolutely Dracula. What am I? I'm pressing things and I probably shouldn't be.
Honestly, actually, I think it actually might have been like a reimagined version of Strahd. But that's it.
that's
Okay,
fair
well.
enough.
You guys got your stuff. I should probably go on the objects layer. There we go. The places that you guys are actually playing. Okay. So, hi. You have a tavern.
So, explain to me, am I just like, am I asleep on the counter, or am I just like sitting in my seat, suddenly just not realizing where I am?
Okay, so have you ever been driving and you all of a sudden realize that you've been driving for the past 5 minutes and haven't paid any attention to what you've been doing?
No, do not have a driver's license.
It pretty much just going on autopilot, and
Yeah,
you plug back in
yeah,
and
you-
realize, oh, I'm here.
Yeah, I've done that.
So have you
Just
maybe like
an unremarkable day.
you read a book and then you sit up for a minute and you go, wait a second, I don't remember anything from like the last 5 pages. Shit
Yeah.
like that. Okay, so take that feeling, but it stretches back through your memory. You've been doing something, but you don't know what it is. And at this point, you're kind of it's like you were switched on. You're in a tavern, you're conscious, and you got no fucking clue why or where you are. You know who you
Okay.
are, naturally. And you have some idea of what you are, so you know that you're a sailor. You were on a
Yep.
ship at some point. There was water. And that's kind of like the extent of things right now.
So first thing first, I recognize I'm in a tavern. I immediately start looking for my drink.
Is my drink in my hands?
You probably have drinks. Like I imagine that there is some alcoholic substance, kind of nondescript.
I don't care what it is.
I'm gonna cast Trusted
If it's smooth, I'm gonna drink
in
it.
my glass.
So you're gonna clean your glass, James? Is that what I'm hearing?
That's exactly what I did. I cast Prestidigitation and cleaned my glass.
And all of a sudden your glass is empty. Your glass is very clean now, though.
And Gribeaji will drink whatever it is in his glass if it smells good.
It
Like-
smells kind of and probably exactly like rubbing alcohol.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's grain alcohol.
Fine.
Okay, well, yeah.
No, those are two different kinds of alcohol. One
It's-
Oh well,
it's
no.
just-
will kill you.
Sorry,
Yeah.
they're comparable when it comes to smell. Grain alcohol is not pleasant.
I look at my drink and I contemplate it, set it down, and then start taking in my surroundings for a second.
Oh, you know what I didn't do? There's something I didn't do. In case you're taking in your surroundings. Like, anything in particular, or you just kind of... You're just kind of looking around? I mean...
I'm looking around for, number one, anybody who's looking directly at me.
Well, that would be a small halfling sitting right next to you. It's probably looking.
Oh yeah, and then number two would be directly around me if I had some sort of box, package, parcel, or anything of the sort.
I mean, there's your... I think you have a bag.
Like I have my backpack. That would be normal, but I'm looking for something that's not normal, not something I normally carry.
Not something, like, use... Like... Well, let's see... No, you have Dungeoneer's packs. There's no soap in there. Okay. I was gonna imagine that's something you don't normally have. I mean, there's you may or may not be carrying like a coin or something. Like there's not really like an extra thing around you.
That's what I was talking about.
I mean,
Anything
you
extra.
weren't a delivery boy in your recent past, if that's what you're asking.
If that's the case, then either I just finished a job or I'm looking for it.
To be fair, I mean, that's probably a really good thing to be thinking on. Also, who does not have a token?
That would be
Me.
Kai doesn't have a token. Okay.
that would be our Orcish
Yep.
samurai.
Yep.
Is that actually what you are?
Samurai, not yet.
I went through and read your bio. Oh my god. Okay.
What did I miss?
So
I'm sure we'll find out.
So what you may or may not have missed. So it's very important that you know who you're sharing your bar with. So let me try to paint this picture. While I'm pulling everybody up here. Let me just try to paint this picture. Because the thing is, as I said, for the most part, everyone in this bar is fairly nondescript. It's kind of like one of those, like, you go to this bar to not be noticed, and because of that, you become unnoticed. It's kind of one of those bars. So got you. Okay. So, the thing is, there's 4 characters in this bar that are kind of, like, noticeable. So, just gotta figure out how much you guys have actually put into this.
A samurai
I'm
orc
typing
is
right now on-
definitely
So probably
noticeable.
one
Looking
of
at
the
mine right
most
now.
noticeable is that in one corner of the bar, there is a blue dragon. Specifically, a baby blue dragon. Like, it's a very fetching color. It's like a really light blue. It's the type of blue you'd put on, like, a baby's rattle. It's a boy. So, very, very masculine. I love reading through this. Okay, so... but there's a dragon there. Okay, so that's a thing. We have a halfling. Worth noting, he's one of the smaller halflings.
Oh, wait, a blue, not a actual. Okay, an actual baby blue dragon, or is it?
No, it's a dragon.
No, it's a dragonborn. But the point is, it's a baby blue dragonborn.
Well,
Okay.
no, it really should. There should be a comment in there. It's blue dragon, baby. But I
No,
didn't think it
no,
would be
baby
that.
blue dragon. That's where we're going.
Right.
No, so no, what I'm thinking is, I'm thinking of it kind of like a doctor's office, like a medical chart. Blue dragon, comma, baby. So
Baby.
it could have been either you're a 2-year-old blue dragon, or it's defining the color, and that's what I went with. So baby blue
Its
dragon.
color. I think it's baby blue, like sky blue.
Right, exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking.
I'm still more than down for that, by the way.
So, okay, so we have our little halfling, who's only noticeable because the backpack he's carrying is twice his size. It's an important statistic. We also have... Look, it's a blue-skinned Dracula. That's all I got for you. Because I have no idea what the hell a Genasi is. I have to go look that
Alright.
up.
So Genasi are basically like the offspring of humans and genies.
Okay, so Blue
genies.
Dracula. Got it.
Yeah, it more or less fits.
What's your hair? Is your hair anything special?
My hair is simply hair. However, I do have gills.
Because
That could come
Oh.
in.
because creatures of air naturally have gills. Got it.
I'm
Aye.
not. No, I'm a water Genasi.
There are too many blue people in here for my
There are way too many
comfort.
blue people.
I take notice
Now,
of this.
one of the very important things, probably the most noticeable one, is there's an orc to the side, kind of just standing there. He's kind of shortish, he's less than average
Yep.
height. He's
Yep.
kind of big. Like, I'm kind of imagining him as very round.
Yep.
Um,
Only thing red is like a samurai helmet. Only thing other than his pants.
Well, what's very important about this samurai helmet, because I'm just reading this. So,
Hmm.
what I'm seeing, he's got this helmet, but it's sitting on this incredibly spiky hair. So not even sitting on his head, it's sitting on the hair and protecting it. The hair kind of juts upwards in this kind of like... If you've ever been to a petrified forest, that's the type of like different little crags that go upwards and in spikes. It may or may not be black and or yellow, kind of depending on the situation. Just
Yeah, the rage mode.
depending on the rage mode. So the thing is, I'm describing it like this because I could just tell you exactly what you're looking at, but I just want you to have this picture in your head. His hair may or may not add like an extra 8 inches to his height.
Is it a fat Vegeta orc?
Yes! Awesome! Pictionary point goes to...
Hello.
Ugh.
Damn it.
It very specifically says, hair, DBC style, imagine Vegeta. So I was trying my best to get that across without saying it. Okay, so... Okay, we're off to a great start already.
Awesome.
And to help you along, I'm basically sitting there in really, really extravagant, flamboyant clothing. Like I'm trying to be the most important person in the room, but also the most unwelcoming.
And what's very important to remember is that this is a tavern in which there are no menus. They serve one thing. It may or may not be the
And-
drink that Falco accidentally cleaned from his glass.
Not much of a drink if I can clean it.
I mean,
I mean,
hey,
look.
if the ale is stout enough, it'll clean the glass itself. Don't worry about it.
All right, listen. If the latrine is behind the bar and he has like a bucket there, I'm never drinking this stuff. Like a little bucket that goes down beneath. Yeah, I think I know what we're drinking.
And
I mean,
and I
as I said,
already
it smells
did.
like rubbing alcohol. I mean, it's
Yeah,
not an
that's how we
amazing
sterilize
smell.
it, man.
What I did forget to mention, is that a little bit behind where Pastov is sitting, there is a small set of cellar stairs, leading, of course, downwards because cellars are usually below the house, not above it. So we also have that. It's exciting, you know. There's this
Okay.
kind of like. You know when you're inside of a really large crowd and there's that kind of susurration, that murmuring of lots of people talking?
Mm-hmm.
There's that. No specific people, but there's the susurration of people talking around you. In the, 18
So-
chairs, this entire place.
Outside of that, now that all of this has been said, from my seat, once again, looking at everything around me, the only person who is actually looking at me or anything of the source is this short dude that's sitting on the stool next to me.
I mean, none of the nondescript
that's
people
me.
are looking at you.
Right there.
Yeah.
The barkeep's not going to look at you, because if he looks at you, he might have to deal with you.
Mhm.
So I look over, turning in my seat, pushing the glass away from me as I'm doing so, and I turn to him and say, Was I meeting you here? Oh my god, I cannot do an accent.
I said, yeah, you were supposed to pay me.
I didn't catch what you just said.
Yes, we were supposed to meet, and you were supposed to pay me the 20 gold.
I'm gonna immediately insight that check.
Okay, let's get your insight versus his, deception?
Yeah.
All right, let's. How is this? This sets the tone for the whole game, guys. Don't mess this up.
Okay, so we got 13.
And then I need to put mine into. I forgot to put those into prescription and athletics. All right, and then insight. And come on, work for me here. Boop. That's an 8.
Ah.
So, you hear him say this, and as you think about this, it's not as if like a blooming memory, but there's just kind of ring of truth, and it's just that out of, oh yeah, we have met before. I did that thing at the place with the guy. Right, yes, right, got it.
Oh shit. You can see somehow my blue face kind of turn pinkish.
Pinkish blue. Hmm?
Yep, pinkish blue.
Yep.
Some people
Kinda
call
like
that purple.
Yeah.
Um, yes.
Are you telling me you don't have all of it right now? What have you got right now?
I have maybe half.
All right, well, half. But see, you were supposed to hire me first at the time, so you give me half now. You give me half at the end. I'll do that.
What did I hire you for?
I don't know. You're the one who hired me.
Right.
So go ahead and give me the 10 right now, and then I'll be here for whatever you need. You got one day.
I don't know if I can incite that again or not.
He's kept it internally consistent unless he does something to change the story. I think you're sitting on that insight.
Yeah, fair enough. So with that in mind, I rather sheepishly go to this little side pouch and unclasp it. I look inside. I look very flustered at this point because I never carried this little gold on me. And just kind of pour it, like pour it onto the counter and slide it over to him.
All right, boss, I'm ready to go. Just tell me what you need. And I saddle up to you and I say I'm adept at picking rocks and forging IDs. So let me know what you need.
I want to. Well, I can't read, so I can't write. So I guess forging stuff. I would need that. Never mind. Like, well, first things first. I need to remember how I even got here. The hell was I doing?
You know, honestly, I don't remember how I got here. I just know that I'm not going to trust anything that comes in these glasses. Mine disappeared. And I
Look
tell you
over
what,
at the
since,
glass I pushed away.
since I work for you now, let's see if we can talk that other guy sitting over there, if he can check out this rug for us.
Okay, first, who are you pointing at? This other guy,
The baby blue dragon.
Baby Blue Dragonborn. All right. Secondly, can we check out that rug real quick? Because apparently it's important. All right. Do I need to
Does,
history check the rug?
I guess go ahead and roll a perception.
All right.
Is there anything like a weapon laying around? Oh wow, what's that?
22.
I mean, how good are you at improvised weapons?
Well, I'm good with melee and martial weapons, so basically, yeah, I can improvise.
Okay, here's a very important question. Have you ever seen a Jackie Chan movie?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're in a bar. There's nothing but improvised and powerful weapons around you.
Everything's
Outside
in
from
one
sure.
stuff that you
sword.
should have yourself.
Swing away.
Okay, hold on.
That's why I emptied my glass.
Okay, so let's see, where's this? Okay, so you look at this rug, and what you got to understand is it is a really nice rug. It's intricate. If it was in our universe, it'd probably be Persian. Like there's like almost a tapestry of this absolutely epic. Like you can look at it and you're looking. There's this entire story, and it looks like it's telling a history of some possibly ancient civilization. You can see a creation myth in one corner. As you kind of look and you kind of pursue across, you can see there's this absolutely fantastic story being told. Some hero gets a gigantic sword, saves the day. There's a flying rug at some point that kind of features majorly in the story, apparently. The rug's very important. It may be this rug, we're not sure. But it's an absolutely fabulous rug. It probably costs a king's ransom. It's strangely not dirty, but let's face it, it's this rug. The barkeep would probably hit you if you tried to spill something on it. It's a lovely rug.
I was taken here to steal that rug. That's the only reason why I can think I'm here then. Because the swill that they're trying to serve me is disgusting. The people in here look very uninteresting. The only person who has even tried to talk to me is a midget. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm here to steal that
You
rug.
prefer little people?
All right.
Well, they're those
that
two are
in
getting.
mind,
Yeah, jeez.
I'm gonna need a couple more people to help with this, because a halfling who I kinda need to write things for me isn't going to cut it.
This we have all realized that we are in an unknown situation. Like there's a buzz in my head, which is like just like protect the small guy, and it's on repeat. So at this point, I only realized like I'm here to protect someone, and he's really small. So the only guy I see around me who's relatively small to everyone else is, I believe, you.
Yeah.
So I may don't know you, but yeah, I have my eye on you.
I may
I
not know
don't-
you, but I am here to protect you.
Well,
Yep.
if
That-
that's
that's-
the
that's-
case, we are
that-
here in service of this gentleman here. He says he has a need, and he's identified an object of his desire. I feel I'm compelled by contract to, to assist him. So, what I might do is I might go up over there and try and distract the bartender. If you want to try and roll that rug out.
not
It's
gonna
it's
be-
like my first instinct. Okay, I'm in an unknown place, and all I know is I have to protect a small guy. That's a small guy. Let's do that.
There's a guy right there. He's tiny. He may or may not be involved here. Let's protect the dude. Okay.
Now I'm worried because he might be on my payroll too. So I'm not saying a single fucking thing.
Well, Drake over here, he's coming online like the rest of you guys. Hey, barkeeper, how many of these have I had?
The barkeep looks at you, looks at your
Holy
drink.
Fuck, he's dirty.
He looks at you. He looks at the drink. Then he grunts.
All right, I'm gonna slide it away from me. So, yeah. What is the name of this tavern here? I'm not quite familiar with this landscape. I tend to travel a bit more than your typical patron.
The barkeep looks at you, looks at your drink, looks at you, looks at your drink, grunts, and then says, pays the rent.
I'm gonna nod. Thank you. I'm gonna look out into the sea of people here, just because I don't know where I am, which is strange. Usually I'm very good with where I'm at, so I want to take a look around and see the sights. Anything particular sticking out?
The most particular thing, the most interesting thing, that very specifically gets your attention and kind of piques your interest is the sheer fact that nothing catches your attention or piques your interest.
What about the rug?
Well, we already went over the rug. I'm assuming he already
I
got
didn't.
that part. He was sitting right there.
I probably just looked over it. I'm not really in the business of rugs. What I do, I look for people, not things. So I don't know where I am, so I've got to be looking for someone.
Well, I mean, you see
I'm just
people.
gonna-
I mean, the tables are full. There's
Yeah.
that susurration I mentioned. I'm pretty sure I mentioned a susurration at some point.
Yes,
Possibly
that's
a
the
murmuring.
problem.
Like, there are obviously people.
I
There's quite a lot of them. In fact, it's kind of a full bar.
Well, I need to look for someone that stands out, so I'm gonna stay in my corner.
Well, there's the rotund orc.
Search up work Vegeta Samurai and see what
I do notice the orc.
There's a
Alright.
guy that is blue, which is kind of unique.
I look past that. Don't even notice it.
Ignoring the blue. Okay. There's also that really small dude, which is, again, kind of noticeable. Dog, why are you typing? Is that a phone number you wish to call? She's 445-887-875788. It's important. I have to put this down in my mashed potatoes. Anyways, there's also a really small dude, and this is kind of notable because literally every patron of the bar is of average height and weight.
All right, I'm gonna take a sip of my rubbing alcohol and
Wait.
try to
So
figure things out.
rotund chest, nothing but regular pants, and then a samurai hat.
Well, this is not exactly right, but I'm sorry, I already found his picture.
Great. It's gonna be.
That's apparently him.
But yellow hair,
Which
right?
one?
Yeah, exactly.
No,
I was like,
that's-
that sounds exactly like
Like, yeah, right
Samuro
now.
from Warcraft.
No, that's actually pretty neat.
Yeah, that's one of like the main like characters that you play as during Rexar's thing in Warcraft 3.
Is it? Okay. Like,
Yeah, it
I
is.
literally typed in Rotund Vegeta Orc Samurai, and that was the second option.
Yeah, I typed in Orc Vegeta Samurai, and that was like the third one.
I mean,
But the name of it is called Pyromonk, so
there you go.
But
You-
Drake here is,
You gotta have Rotund in there. It's an important word.
of course, it's a good word. But no, Drake he's looking for someone that stands out. So he knows that whoever
Oh my God.
stands out the most is the guy he's going for.
Smile. Guy.
I mean,
That is a one bad smile.
you gotta make that decision. Like, who stands out the most?
That's it. See, I need to watch if anything happens in the next few moments.
Actually, I mean, this may or may not be the orc in question. That could be it. And yes, I'm aware of where that comes from, but still, that could be the orc. That's got the hair. They're
does.
big.
But
It really does. Can we get like Photoshop on and just, like, make it a pale green?
Just make him green.
I'll work on it.
Okay. This is already a good D&D session. We've got nothing done and
Wait,
Photoshop's
is that
involved.
you? Was that red flame here?
To be fair, we do have something done. We're currently preparing a heist to steal a rug.
And I'm looking
It is
for
a legitimate statement.
Yeah. This should be interesting, all right.
Okay, so
Just throw in the first one. Yeah.
you like the first one? That's you. You have decided.
Yeah, just
Okay, it has been decided.
let's just roll with it.
The random
Alright.
rotund orc will be his character.
He is Samuro. Fantastic.
Oh, is that who that is?
Yeah, just imagine
Yeah, it
him
is.
a bit young, but it's all right.
That's Samuro, man.
Okay, I've played him in Heroes. I don't like him. Okay, good
yeah,
to know.
he's really bad in Heroes, but that's
he's
Samuro.
really bad. I love shooting him. Okay, so on the plus side, you guys have identified each other. That's important.
Yep.
Coincidentally,
got-
that sound is the sound the barkeeper has made the most often.
Yep.
Yeah, that one.
Yep.
There's an echo in here.
All right. So, apparently, my halfling friend over there is gonna try and
Yeah, so
distract the barkeep while I steal this rug. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with it, but I'm taking it, and I just actually closed up the link.
Okay, so
I call the barkeeper. Hey, Bart.
okay, so this is a very important thing to note. The bar he's behind, there's no flap or something for him to move out to the other side of it. So his options are two. Either he never leaves from behind it, or he does a Dukes of Hazzard style jump and slide over the bar every time he leaves. It's hard to say which one, because the only thing you have seen him do in the past since you've gotten here is sit there slowly cleaning that glass. Needless to say, he looks at you, he grunts.
All right, but he's looking at me, right? So I'm gonna grunt back at him, like not even make a real language, but just grunt at him.
Okay, so you're over here. Is that you?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, yeah, the barkeep is definitely looking at you. He feels a strange kinship with you. You speak grunt.
I figured he might. I'm gonna grunt out to him and ask him about the wife and kids and such.
And as he's doing this, I'm gonna try and steal a rug.
Okay, so hold on. So I just want to I want to verify. In a room full of people, with the barkeep look like he's looking 45 degrees to the right, you're still in his peripheral vision, and that rug stands out and may or may not be bigger than you are. You're going to steal the rug.
Yep.
Cool. Sleight of hand check.
Because I have a very big lapse in memory, and I don't know if I've paid these people off or not.
So we're just going to assume we have.
Hey man, I have no gold on me. If I have no gold, I assume I used a lot of it. I think that's a fair assumption.
Oh, that does not work at all.
All right. It didn't work.
Sorry.
That is
Okay. So, in the middle of a room of crowded people, like it is crowded. There's people everywhere. There's a susurration I may or may not have mentioned at least twice. You reach down, and with some absolutely magical movements of your hands, like we're talking like in anime, if you did this, there would be lines behind your hands showing they're moving almost faster than light. They're like kind of dragging light behind them as you seek to roll up this rug, which is quite honestly about, what is that, almost 20 feet long. And you proceed to grab this rug and start rolling it. Like, really, really fast. Like, in a period of 6 seconds, you're doing this amazing, work.
So, how big is your character, Seth?
I'm
So
actually very.
at
I'm
this
actually very
moment, I'm
short.
going to use my prestidigitation to cause sparks to come out from my fingertips and grunt, triumphantly.
I'm like 5'2".
So, at about this moment, as we have sparks going off on the side, and the barkeep almost has, like, these wide and childish eyes as he sees sparks fly out, and you may or may not have... Actually, let's see. Do you actually speak Grunt?
Is that a language?
I don't know. I gotta see if he speaks Grunt. See, you really don't. You've been... You've really been... Like, can I get... What are we gonna do? I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt on this one. Let me get a deception off of you. So, the barkeep's eyes are wide and slightly moist because as you've been speaking, you've been saying a lot of very lovely things. And one... Shut up, you. Let me get through this. And one of the things you have said is, my love for you flows as the sparks from infinity. You have...
Was
you
that
have...
when I did the special effect?
That's when he did the special effect. You actually showed him you're caring for him. And you have touched his soul, much in the same way a 20-foot rug just stood up and wrapped around around Dracula. Dracula is currently being smothered by the rug.
Oh
You mean
fuck!
Like type of that attack?
What?
Like a roll initiative type of thing?
Initiative would probably be the best thing you could possibly do right now.
I mean, the rug actually has to attack him, right?
It did. That was that 23.
Oh.
I didn't mention it because you were busy distracting the barkeep.
Oh.
Well then, I am inside a fucking.
So this rug here, the rug? Is it horizontal? Is it wrapped around him horizontally or vertically?
That's
So
a-
is he on the ground or is it sticking straight up like a tube?
It is sticking straight. You know what it looks a lot like? It looks a lot like a punching bag that's just not being suspended.
I'd like to. I didn't pay attention to him, but I'd like to roll to see if I notice the rug sticking up. If that be okay with you.
Absolutely. Let's have you roll that perception check to see if you saw the rug wrap around a guy who was in the middle of the room and then stand straight up.
God, please don't. Please don't.
So you almost missed it because there was this amazing display of love and sparks from the right-hand side of your vision. But yes, indeed, you all of a sudden notice this very lovely, probably should be in a Sultan's Palace rug that looks completely out of place in the middle of this really rough wooden tavern.
All right.
You
also
do
hear-
notice it wrap around the very obvious blue person. And then it's standing in the middle, kind of like a beam. Kind of like a supporting pillar. It may or may not be touching the ceiling.
Speaking of which, as I did that, I was like, "Oh shit, motherfucker!" As I got wrapped up, and now you can hear me cursing a lot and trying to jump out of this thing.
All right. That's right. We're only initiative because that fucking rug. All right.
Yep, because
Well,
of that
I-
rug.
James, you rolled a
Yeah, I'm
2.
gonna stand up and get ready to do something. Just, Jesus.
Okay,
I guess, Seth,
so
you got wrapped
Seth,
around. Do something.
currently, you are restrained, blinded, and at risk of suffocating. And am
I
I
wish
actually going
I
to do
was-
this to you, or am I going to give you a pass this time?
I should
Going to give you a
have-
pass on that. So, yes, right now you are suffocated, blinded, and at risk of suffocating. Sorry, restrained,
He is
blinded,
grappled,
risk of
right?
suffocating.
So can
Also
he-
grappled.
I don't remember if he can try and escape that. grapple.
You can try to escape. I'm not sure what stat that takes though.
Right.
Do you know what's like because the thing I'm looking at doesn't tell me. Do you know what stat an escape attempt takes?
Right, so it's a
Dexterity.
grapple attack. So
Grapple takes strength.
No, but I think you can break with either dexterity.
It's strength or dexterity for a grapple.
Yeah, so you can go
Yep.
for
Right,
it.
to break.
Okay.
So you can try and wiggle out of there with your dexterity. And that's probably the only chance you have before you die.
Yeah, probably.
James, do you understand what this thing is now?
I believe I do now, yes.
So, dexterity save, huh?
Yep.
Well, it's been fun, guys.
What is your dexterity terrible?
No, it's not.
Okay.
I'm a rogue. Of course it's high. It's just I didn't think I would be strangled by a rug today.
Yeah, I think you can do an acrobatics check against its strength check is what the combat
Shut
is.
up, James. Let me do the save.
Sorry.
Save is better. Do I actually do acrobatics or can it be a save?
Let's. You know what? I'll let you do either one.
Okay. That's a 10.
Whew.
So you try really hard to fight off this thing and to slip from it, and you're taking past all of these memories you have of totally being at sea and slipping out of ropes and bindings and stuff. But the problem is that apparently never happened in the past because you don't do shit. So you just you're stuck in the middle of a rug. And that's about all you know, because it's more important to try to breathe as much as you can, because let's face it, it can be as pretty of a rug as it likes. It does not smell good. It smells like horse. Like a horse after a long day horse. It's not a good day for you.
No, it's not. I'm currently being strangled by a rug.
That's true. You are currently being strangled by a rug. That is
The
absolutely
orc
correct.
is having a laugh. Orc is having a laugh. What kind of people are you? Wrestling a rug.
Worth noting, none of the people in the bar seem to have noticed this.
Except, okay,
Well, except you guys, maybe.
okay.
I mean,
Because I have my direct eyes on the small guy.
apparently Drake has noticed.
You can kind of see the thing hopping up and down in a very weird sort of
It's kind of
way.
floating there. Yep. This is going to end badly, but let's just... Okay, I'm not taking that. Okay.
Yeah, well,
What?
I'm not taking that. I was just checking something.
That's the damage you can do.
Nope. That is not the damage you can do. Okay, so employee.
I'm just
yes. Falco. So Falco, very worried about what is happening to his new employer, who still owes him money. I'm not even close enough.
And,
I swear to God, you'll light on fire.
you could move.
Yeah, I could move, but I gotta try and pull him out of there. Is what I have to do.
That sounds like a good idea. I mean, let's say the rug is there for the sake of
all right.
stuff.
You
I
drag him
guess I
on.
have to
Cool.
try and make some sort of skill check, right, to pull him out.
Okay,
guess
so
that would
you're
be a
trying.
strength.
So you're trying to. How are you trying to extricate him from this?
Well, he's rolled up in the middle of it, right? So I'm gonna stick my hand near where like his head or whatever's at the edge and pull him out.
Okay, I mean, are you trying to like wiggle your hand in there, or are you just trying to like brute force through the rug? Like,
No. I'm sorry. I'm trying to unwind the thing to extract him that way. Unravel, just because it's wound up around him. Well, unwind it.
gotcha.
That would be right.
Okay.
Which I'm very weak.
Jesus Christ.
Right.
the
Yes, I
orc
should
sees.
help to anybody else who might come and try and.
Yeah. You grab the the corner of the rug, the side of the rug. You try to unwind it, and you succeed just a little bit. But then the rug kind of acts kind of like a coiled metal ribbon when you try to unwind it like that, and snaps backwards and throws you back like a foot.
Okay.
Very much stronger than you.
The orc sees that, and he sees that that thing, the guy in the rug, just attacked his small guy. Oh damn it! So he's.
I made this bar a little bit too big. I'm understanding. We're gonna ignore distance for now
distance.
to allow you guys to actually
Okay.
get involved in this because all of you were at the wrong sides of the bar. So yeah, ignore distance for now. It's not important for this.
Okay. As he sees that thing, that guy in the rug, just like kind of attacked the small guy. Orc picks up his glass in his left hand and the stool or seat, whatever he's sitting on. He picks both of them up and runs off to tackle. He's not using those two things, but tackle that guy.
You're gonna tackle the
You're gonna
rug?
tackle the rug.
Yes, inside him inside.
Oh
That's
fuck!
Are you trying to knock down the rug? Are you trying to get him out as you tackle?
Sort of just to hurt the guy. Like
No, he's not
maybe-
trying to be useful. He's trying to tackle the rug.
Okay, so we're gonna. Okay, so
Is he standing like Is he standing or he's laid down on the ground?
No. He
He
is
was
he
sitting
is
straight up
he's
and down,
he's
wasn't it?
vertical. He's a pillar in the
Oh,
middle.
Yeah.
A man in the middle of a rug. You can kind of see him wriggling. You know, it's
The rug
Understood,
is not this
understood.
big, mind you. It's at this point, it's probably occupied